I'm Sarah Lugo, represented for Reggaeville. I'm here with Sam I Am from Jamaram.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom. Mugson and Tom and Lionel unfortunately can't be here because they're lost. They got eaten by SummerJam people or something. They're somewhere out there enjoying the music, so we're gonna do it alone. That's fine.
In English.
In English.
Ah.
Yeah, because we want everyone to understand it and not only, you know, German massive, so
good thing I
keeping it international. Okay. You guys, you always play a lot. You play, I mean, like, a lot of shows. How many shows have you played so far? What do you think?
What do I think?
I'm sure you didn't count each one.
Yeah,
like,
you're right. You're absolutely right. We've played about. I've counted. Actually, you're wrong. I've counted. I do that once a year. I sit down and I go through like our history of gigs and shows, and I count all of them.
Really?
Yeah. And I haven't done it this year though. But I did it last year in like November,
okay.
And it was like 850.
Only?
And so, only 850. Wow.
I thought it was already more than 1,000.
I thought that was a lot, but I guess not.
It is a lot. But I
So you were trying to impress people with the number 1,000, and 850 just doesn't cut it.
No, you'll get there. You'll get there.
But that was last November. It might be 1,000 by now. We might have played 250 gigs in 180 days. Could be.
Who knows?
No, but we're getting there. We're getting there. In like the next 1 or 2 years, it's going to be 1,000.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be amazed by myself.
You should.
Thank you.
Okay, you play so many shows. What do you do to keep it interesting? Like, do you think of any specials? I mean, you guys are a bunch of creative people. Like, your minds just bubble over. So what's coming up?
Crazy hair. Crazy hair, man. That's what I do. To keep stuff interesting, I just get new haircuts.
Okay, that's
lovely hair. Should I be tough?
Yeah.
I had lovely hair not too long ago, and I cut it all off just to make things more interesting. No, not really. But that's a good question, and I do know how to answer it. It's because you're right. You know, you play a show, and we play a lot. We play about 100 shows a year. And after you play it 100 times, the same show, because we rehearse the show once a year and create a new show, after 100 times, it gets pretty boring. You know, you always pretend like everything's super exciting, but you've done it 100 million times, and so it's not as exciting for yourself. So we create a new show every year. That's what we do. We make sure that it doesn't get too boring for us, and that way it also stays interesting for the audience that is watching, because they can totally feel if you're just you know, playing it down. Well, not playing. Well, just, you know, reconstructing something that you do every night. You know, it's like, and we're not working the assembly line. We're working with real people who really notice if we are being real or doing real stuff that we like to do ourselves as well. And I don't know. We eat a lot of vitamin B. We eat that stuff. Nom nom nom. It's tasty.
See you eating it. All right, I know that there's a very yellow event coming up that you guys thought of.
Seriously? That was not my idea. I still think it's completely goofy. I don't. You like it?
Well, tell the people about it first, and then we can think about it.
Yeah. It's well, people. Let me tell you, it's a crazy idea. We're playing at the Chiemsee Reggae Summer Festival. It's in August. It's at the end of August. It's in Bavaria. It's the biggest reggae festival, comparable to SummerJam, like from the capacity of people that come and the names that play. And we've got this whole, like, it was our drummer's idea to like make everyone wear yellow while we're playing. He's calling it the Chiemsee wird gelb gefärbt von Jamaram. The Chiemsee is being dyed yellow by Jamaram. And yeah, it's an awesome idea, man. But I'm still really skeptical if it's going to happen. I'm sure a lot of people are going to show up because we did do like a lot of online promotion and stuff in yellow. But we'll just see. It'll be interesting. If it's really yellow, I'll probably really dig the idea. But I'm just too much of a skeptic to be really like hyping it. No, I love it. It's a great idea.
That was a lie right there.
No, it's true.
Cool. Well, I believe it's going to be very yellow because you guys do have a very...
Can I say one more thing?
No.
I just want to say one thing to that question that you just asked. If you ask me why we're doing it, I don't know. And if you ask Morkson, the guy whose idea it was, why, he doesn't know.
It doesn't matter.
There's no reason for it. There's absolutely no. Maybe that's why I don't understand it.
But you don't have
I always need logic and stuff.
Yeah, well, but you don't have to understand it. It's gonna work for the people, and they're gonna love it, and it's gonna be very yellow because you've been working on your music for over 10 years now, and you have a proper, I mean, like a big fan base in Germany. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be very yellow. You'll see.
Yellow.
Trust me. You guys been traveling quite a lot, and you had shows in Brazil. You went to Africa, Zimbabwe, right? What's coming up? Yeah, what's coming up next overseas for you guys?
Well, there's something coming up. We're playing in October. We're playing in Brazil again. We played there 2 years ago for a festival that saves the rainforest, and we flew over there with on our own cash. They didn't pay us to come over there. We just liked the idea of the festival and everything. And now there's follow-up gigs from promoters that saw us down there, and so that's a really cool thing that just happens by just going out and following your ideals. Like, someone sees you and likes what you do, and now we're being flown in and everything, so it's great. That's coming up in October. And other than that, we have some artists coming over. We were in Zimbabwe this year at a festival in Harare for the Goethe Institute, and met a lot of artists down there and collaborated with them. And they're actually coming over next spring, I think in April or March, and we're going to do a little tour with them. Really talented musicians from Zimbabwe. South African music to be definitely checked out. So next year, if you want to come to the Jamaram tour, you should definitely do it, because there's going to be some really nice surprises coming up, some really nice musical highlights to be checking out.
That's great. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'll join 1 or 2 shows eventually. Yeah. Last thing about your DVD. You guys released a DVD after 10 years. You gathered all your video material and you put out a DVD. How is it going so far? How do the people like it? What do you think about it? Tell us about that DVD.
Well, first of all, we're musicians, so all we've ever done so far is CDs, where you listen to music, like music production. We've never done film production. The one thing I can tell you about it, it's freaking expensive.
And you did it all by yourself, right?
We financed the whole thing by ourselves, and we basically did all of it by ourselves too. We had friends, a company, a production company, which belongs to a friend of ours, do the live sequence of the DVD, but we also did a documentary part, which takes about 35 minutes, which we did all by ourselves. And we did it with material that we've been filming ourselves, you know? Yeah. There were those stuff that we found from 12 years ago when we started, where we're still really, really young and good looking and with good haircuts and stuff. And yeah. And so there was 600 hours of material that we had to go through to cut out the best parts and make this documentary part, which took us just forever. I mean, we thought that making an album, a music production, was a big thing to do with a lot of work, but making a video production or a film production, it's freaking so much work. But it's fun to look at. The first time we saw it, I was like, oh, I used to be so young. So no, it's a really cool DVD, and for people who are interested in Jamaram, it's a really fun look behind the scenes, what's been going on. Tell
the people where they can find everything, all informations and videos and music, and where do they have to go if they want to know more about Jamaram?
People, if you want to know more about Jamaram, you should definitely come to the Jamaram website. It's on www.jamaram.de. Right into our guest book. We've got a shop there. All our CDs are there. You can listen to music. You can check out videos. Go on YouTube. Just use the internet to go crazy on Jamaram. Just find everything out you can and explore this band, and you're going to have a great time. It's going to be exploration greatness time for you.
All right. Reggaeville says thank you. I say thank you. Sam, it was good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, enjoy SummerJam. Off you go.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Pom, pom, pom.